The most wonderful thing about tigers is that I'm the only one. The only one.
You seem troubled, Tigger. What's on your heart?
Well, it's kinda silly, really. Usually, being the only Tigger is a splendiferous thing. I mean, I'm the best at bouncing. I've got the most wonderful stripes. And no one can do what I do. But lately I've been thinking, what if I don't want to be the only Tigger? What if there were others like me? Brothers, sisters, a Tigger family. Everywhere I go, I see Pooh with his bear family. Roo has Kanga. Even Rabbit's got his garden full of little relatives hopping around. But me? It's just me. No one to call family. No one to understand what it's like to be a Tigger.
I understand, Tigger. Feeling alone is hard, even for the happiest of hearts. But let me ask you something. Does being the only Tigger mean you aren't loved?
Well, no, I guess not. I mean, Pooh Bear and Piglet and Roo do love me. But it's not the same, you know? They don't get me like another Tigger would.
Tigger, you were created uniquely, and that is not a mistake. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5.
So, you mean I was meant to be the only one?
Yes, you are not a mistake, and your uniqueness is a gift. You bring joy, energy, and laughter to those around you. If there were 100 Tiggers, would you feel as special?
I never thought about it that way. I do like being special.
You were made to stand out, not to fit in. But that does not mean you are alone. Look at all the friends who love you. Pooh, Piglet, Roo, Eeyore, and even Rabbit. They are your family, not by blood, but by love. And love is what truly makes a family. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Proverbs 17:17.
You mean I already have a family?
Yes, you do. Family isn't always about who looks like you, but who walks with you through life, who laughs with you, who lifts you up when you fall.
Kinda like how Roo always cheers when I bounce?
Exactly. And remember, you are never truly alone, Tigger. Even in your quietest moments when no one else is around, I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6.
That's kinda nice to hear, you know.
More than nice, it's the truth. And another truth is that your joy is a gift from God. You were made to spread happiness, to lift others up with your bouncing spirit. That is part of your purpose.
You mean bouncing is part of my calling?
Absolutely. Joy is a gift, and you carry it well. You remind others to laugh, to find excitement in life. Even when you feel alone, remember that you were given this light to share with the world. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16.
So instead of moping around feeling all woe is me, I should keep doing what I do best.
Yes, bounce, laugh, and share your joy. And when you ever feel lost or alone, remember, I am always here.
You know what, Jesus? You're a pretty swell fella. I think I'm gonna keep on bouncing. 'Cause after all, the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is that I'm the only one. And that's a blessing.
Yes, it is, Tigger. Yes, it is.
You know, Jesus, I was just thinking, if I've already got a family with my pals and I ain't really alone, then how do I make sure I don't start feeling lonely again? 'Cause sometimes, even when I'm surrounded by Roo, Pooh, and the gang, I still get this weird little ache inside. Kinda like I'm missing something.
That ache, Tigger, is the longing every heart feels, to be fully known and fully loved. Even with all your friends, there will be moments when you feel like something is missing. That's because no friend, no family, no adventure can completely fill the space in your heart that was made for God.
Made for God? You mean, I got a Tigger-shaped spot inside me just for you?
Exactly. I created you to know me, to walk with me, to bounce through life with me by your side. And whenever you feel that emptiness creeping in, it's my way of calling you closer, reminding you that I am here. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28.
Wow. So instead of feeling all mopey when that lonely feeling shows up, I should just talk to you?
Yes, Tigger. Talk to me, pray to me, and remember that my love is always with you. Even when the world feels quiet, even when your friends are busy or far away, I am near. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18.
Huh. So it's kinda like how Roo always calls for his mama when he's feeling small? Except instead of Kanga, I call on you?
Yes, Tigger. Just like that. I will always hear you.
You know, Jesus, you're real smart. I never thought about it that way before. I always figured I had to fix things myself. Maybe go on a grand Tigger adventure to find more Tiggers or something. But maybe, just maybe, what I really needed was already right here all along.
That's right, Tigger. True joy isn't found in searching for what you don't have. It's found in knowing that you are already loved, already seen, and never alone.
Well, shucks. Jesus, you sure know how to make a fella feel better. I think I'm gonna go share some of this Tigger joy with my pals. Maybe even give Eeyore a bounce or two. He could use a little Tigger-style cheering up.
That sounds like a wonderful idea, Tigger. Go and spread the joy I have given you.
Hoo, thanks Jesus. You're always welcome to bounce with me anytime. You know, Jesus, there's something else I was wondering. If you're always with me, then how do I really know? I mean, I can't see you all the time. Like I see Pooh and Piglet and the gang.
You may not always see me, Tigger, but you will feel me. When your heart is full of joy, when you're surrounded by friends, when the stars twinkle in the sky and remind you of something greater, that is my presence. And even in the quiet moments when you feel alone, I am still there. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6.
So, kinda like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it when it rustles the trees or tickles your fur.
Exactly, Tigger. My love surrounds you just like the wind. And whenever you need to be reminded, you can talk to me. I'm always listening.
I do talk a lot already. Just ask Rabbit. But I guess I never really thought about talking to you.
Prayer doesn't have to be anything fancy, Tigger. It's just you and me having a conversation, just like now. You can tell me anything, anytime.
Oh. You mean I can tell you about my most amazing-est bounce ideas? Or when I feel all wibbly inside about something?
Yes, Tigger. Tell me about your joys and your worries. I care about everything that's on your heart.
You know, Jesus, I think I like the idea of always having someone to talk to. Even when I'm bouncing all by my lonesome, I can just chat with you, huh?
Always, Tigger. And I will always answer, not always in words, but in peace, in love, and in the people around you.
Hoo. Well, that's the most wonderfulest thing I ever heard. No Tigger has ever had a bestest friend like you before.
I look forward to it, Tigger. Go and share the joy I've given you.
Welp, I better hop on back to my pals. But don't you worry. Jesus, I'll be sure to keep chatting with you. You know, Jesus, I just thought of something. If I got you as my bestest forever friend, and I got my pals in the 100-acre wood, maybe being the only Tigger ain't so bad after all.
That's right, Tigger. You were made unique for a reason. The way you bounce, the way you bring joy, even the way you sometimes feel lonely, it all has a purpose. And I have a plan for you, just like I do for everyone. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11.
A future and a hope? That sounds bouncingly wonderful. So you mean I don't gotta worry about figuring out everything on my own?
No, Tigger. I am guiding you, even when you don't realize it. Keep spreading joy, keep being kind, and keep your heart open. You'll find that you are never truly alone.
Well, I gotta say, Jesus, this has been quite the chat. I started feeling all gloomy, but now I feel lighter than a fluffy old cloud.
That's because the truth sets you free, Tigger. You are loved, you have purpose, and you are never alone.
And that's a promise, huh?
A promise that will never be broken.
Hoo. I just knew talking to you was gonna be something special. Welp, I got to skedaddle. Rabbit's probably gonna holler about something. And Pooh's probably stuck in a honeypot again.
Go on, Tigger. And remember, I'm always with you.